Now it's time to see who has the heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
What an incredible Cinderella story, this unknown. Oh, he got all of that one. He's got to be pleased with that. The crowd is just on its feet here.
Welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Daily and Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daily & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daily & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Home security is not what it used to be. With Secure Connect and smart home integration features, you can unlock your doors and turn off your alarm from your smart home app. No more hiding a key under a rock. Get Secure Connect and live life connected. Call Ardmore Telephone Company at 800-830-9946 to secure your home today.
PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clements sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
This is head football coach Jonathan Snider of Ardmore High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Good Saturday morning, everyone, and welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Todd the Bod, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and my name is Tom McClung. You know what this is, Todd? It's the last show of the season, man.
I know everybody. Don't cry.
Y'all
people,
don't cry.
Don't cry. We'll be back.
Yep, we will be back after summertime, and we'll also have the one on June 14th with Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be at that one.
I'm going to do my best to be there. I have it down on my calendar.
I have my third rotator cuff surgery on my right shoulder.
Really?
On the 10th, so I probably won't be making that one. It is what it is.
Good grief. Sorry about that. Look for us on Facebook at Applebee's Tailgate Talk. On Instagram or X at Tailgate Talk AL. You can visit us online at tailgatetalk.net to get scores and archives of past shows. You can also vote on this week's Athlete of the Week poll and enter nominations for future polls, as well as find the links to download the PAS Plus app for your Android or iOS devices. Follow the Tailgate Talk podcast on iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart, and other popular platforms. Hear us on your Alexa device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus. Call or text us during the show at area code 256-812-1TGT. That's area code 256-812-1848. And our calling guests come in via the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. This is going to be, like I said, our last live show from Applebee's for the season, but got a good lineup. Tim called it on the Facebook, on the FaceTube. Tim called it the All-Star Week, but I'm going to call it Superstar Week.
Because I'm here?
It's because Todd is here, exactly.
I think it's more about our guest, yeah.
And, yeah, we've got Will Abernathy with the Athens golf team, and I'm presuming by All-Star and Superstar, these young athletes are getting scholarships to college.
Well, they're on the All-Star teams that are going to be playing during All-Star Week in July.
How long's that been going on? Do you know?
Well, they didn't have it in 83, or you and me had been on.
Well, absolutely.
Especially on the baseball team, man.
I mean, duh.
So I don't know. But anyway, that's, yeah.
It's cool they do that, though.
It is. I love that these not just athletes but students have so many things.
Yeah, opportunities
to
be shown, seen.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
there's no reason to drag your shoelaces in the mall.
No.
Of course, there ain't no malls anymore.
No,
so,
true, too.
You know, there goes showing my age again. But, no, there's so much stuff from esports to running sports. You don't want to take a chance on concussions. Of course, golf is now.
Fishing.
Yeah. There's esports.
I start to say esports.
Esports, yeah. We did. Could you imagine having Galaga as a sport in high school?
I would have killed it.
Centipede,
Nintendo
Pac-Man.
baseball.
Yeah. Oh,
you know.
Yeah.
Like back when Nintendo first hit.
What was the Mattel's Vision? Something Mattel had
in television.
In television, baseball
television and football.
Yeah.
I still have my original 1980 whatever version of that Mattel game.
Do you really?
It still works.
It still works.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And I've got a newer version, too. I just picked up Walmart for the heck of it.
What was that football game that come out that everybody played because you got Bo Jackson on the radio? Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, buddy.
Tecmo Bowl.
I remember several years ago they had a Tecmo Bowl tournament.
That's cool.
And we had, like, the director of it on the show. That's been, I guess, before. Do you remember him coming? Maybe that was either before you
It's before my time. Yeah. I wouldn't have forgot that.
Before mine. But, yeah, that's cool, though. And that's, it's cool that those games are still around. They're being reformatted and put out there. I bought a gaming system. I bought it for Gage, my son, but he wasn't interested in it. But it has thousands of the old, like Pac-Man, Galaga, or Galaga, and, Mike Tyson.
Oh, Mike Tyson boxing. There you go.
And I bought it mostly for the Mike Tyson game. But, I had no idea. And that thing went by like $60, man.
Really?
For all that. It is amazing.
And my son bought me an Atari 2600 console, but it's updated because you don't have to put the cartridges in there. You already got
it's all downloaded.
The stuff that came on it, and then some of the other games. Like there was a Centipede. I think there's a Centipede game on it.
Oh, Centipede was so much fun.
But then he also bought me like one of these miniature arcade games that's got this big joystick on it, but it's like this little thing. It's got Centipede on it. I think it's got Dig Dug and something else on there too.
Donkey Kong maybe or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I think there's Pac-Man's on it too.
And then you got the Wii.
Oh yeah.
The thing about the Wii was cool until somebody got ticked. And then the Wii Joy thing may have just bounced off the wall somewhere because the wife was beating you in baseball or something that you should have been.
But it's just amazing. Now you don't get those cartridges like Tim said. And you have to blow them out right before you put it in if they're acting up. You download everything. There's nothing you put in your hand.
Yeah, you miss part of the experience.
Exactly.
Let me get us out of the ditch. We'll go back in there a little bit later, but we got to talk about the All-Stars. Will Abernathy, Athens Golf, will join us. Is he coming in?
Yes.
Okay. Destiny Burns with ABS. She'll be on the phone, right? Mm-hmm. And Caitlyn Tedford of Athens will join us. She'll be in studio. And I think Jessica Gonzalez of Clements will be in studio.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she's with who's Caitlyn? What's Destiny and Caitlyn? I didn't write that down. softball players.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of those are softball players. All right. And Jessica Gonzalez is with Clements Soccer. So, yeah, we got some good high school athletes coming in.
Yeah, Jessica's one of our previous Athlete of the Week winners, too.
Nice.
I don't know if she ever. Well, I don't have anything to give.
Don't have anything to give anybody.
But I think
she's getting experience in sitting with it.
That's right. She maybe want to become a radio superstar like producer extraordinary Tim Lambert.
She'll get the bonus prize there, I guess.
We'll have Ardmore football coach Jonathan Snider, also known as Joe Nathan here affectionately on the show, will be joining us talking about the football camp coming up. And Chris Harris, the broadcast media relations guy at, we'll call him director at Trash Pandas, will join us. And our Swami of the SEC, Mr. A.P. Steadham, come in. Maybe we can talk a little college baseball or spring football.
Talking about
we can talk about all kinds of stuff.
Baseball. Did y'all see the story about LSU Shreveport baseball team? So they just won the NAIA.
Oh, those guys, 59-0.
That is amazing. I don't care what level. I don't care if you're 8-year-old T-ball. That's amazing.
You know the D1 buzzards are just hovering.
Oh, you know it.
Go find somebody.
Yeah, I hope they know that their coach is probably going to lose a few of them guys.
Absolutely, sure. But he got his national championship.
Yeah, he did before they got gone.
Did you see the video from the College World softball series?
I did. I know where you're going with it. Go ahead, though. Man.
I didn't see it.
Well, the pitcher pitches, and then the catcher catches the pitch, and then it's like she gets something in her eyes. And she just kind of goes down. They're like, what in the world happened? You know,
Bring out the Visine, man. Got to flush them eyeballs out.
She caught the ball. At first, I thought maybe it hit her.
The dust or something.
Yeah, hit her in the mask. But
keep following.
So they're trying to figure out that the announcer's like, what's going on? So they go back and watch the replay in slow motion, and then they show it from the front, from the catcher's point of view, and when the pitcher lets go of the ball, some dirt,
a clod of mud,
comes up from her cleat, and it just happens to hit the ball as it's in flight going toward the catcher.
Floated on her.
It's a Randy Johnson step. It wasn't a bird. It was a clump of mud.
What's the chances of that? That's astronomical.
And it just like a shotgun and just splattered the poor girl all in her face. Yeah,
bless her. It's amazing she caught the ball.
Yeah, I know, right?
Really. I mean, that thing's moving. You know, it ain't like you're blinking. It's there.
70-mile-an-hour fastball on them.
What are they? 60-foot mound?
Yeah. Same as Dixie Youth baseball.
Yeah, and they're bringing it too. Yeah, I have to go back and try to find that video. That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty. It's Oregon.
Was she able to
Oregon
on with the game?
Catcher.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Of course she was. She was tough catcher.
Heck yeah.
Tough, man. So yeah, we've got a good lineup, all kinds of stuff to talk about today on season's last show. As I say, this is the last live show. There will be best of. And you can also, if you just get tired of listening to Todd's golden voice,
yeah, no doubt,
go to the PAS AS Plus app, or just go to the App Store and pull it up.
I'm soothing.
Podcast. Yeah.
If you want to go to sleep at night, just listen to the Tailgate Talk while I'm talking. You'll be going, who is this redneck?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, man. So let's toss it over to... Can't get it out. Got it in my mind, but I can't get it out. Producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert for...
Scores and more.
Well, no scores, but we do have one more.
All right.
And you've already mentioned it. We'll be live at the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame banquet coming up here, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So...
I know I hardly ever get on Facebook, but I noticed that they're putting, like, once a day they're putting out a winner, and they're putting their bio on there. I don't know if they've ever done that before. They probably have, but it's pretty cool. You can read about each individual. And it's the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame.
Yes, they are putting that out. Yeah.
That's pretty cool on their part. And that way, everybody, if they can't attend, at least they can, read about the individuals that are entering the Hall of Fame. It's a good class as always.
Friend Mike Crutcher's going to be in it this year. Looking forward to that. Maybe if we talk to Michael Wright, we can get him to sing some karaoke.
Can you break it down?
Dude can sing, man. I ain't lying. Oh, yeah. He's a karaoke singer.
Okay.
From way back.
Wow.
He used to work over at a place I used to sing.
Okay.
Or a place I still sing. He used to work there. And
that's pretty.
I always wanted to get him out there to sing. He was more the karaoke guy. So
really?
Yeah, he put that cowboy hat on, 6'3".
You get it out there.
Oh, you know it, man. You know it. So we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that is Scores and More.
Oh.
Brought to you by P4 Physical. That's okay. I left it out. P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
All right. Now then, we will take a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk on your Alexa device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus, and hear it in crystal clear quality. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together. That's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with a Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is Terry Henley, former running back from the Auburn Tigers, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Now on a platform near you, the only year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Wreakin' Havoc Podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at wreakinhavoc.com.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside Todd the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And we've got our Swami of the SEC joining us on the last live show of the season, Mr. A.P. Steadham. A.P., welcome back, buddy.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. How's everyone in Athens? Is that the 3 T's we got going on up there? 3 T's?
Tim, Todd, Tom. Tim, Todd, and Tomcat. Absolutely.
Triple T. Triple threat.
Triple threat. I like it. We'll have to remember that. When Jay gets here, it'll be triple threat with a J.
We'll just leave him out.
Just leave Jay out.
Leave him out.
It's late in the season, AP, but there's a lot of sports going on right now.
Oh, my goodness. Have you figured out the playoff format, what you prefer, the 5-11 or the 4-4-2-2-3-1?
Are we talking football playoff? I have not. See, I'm not updated on that. I've been following the. I've been following the baseball playoffs a little bit right now. First night.
Okay, I hear you. Well, the football, they're still in flux because they're trying to figure out the playoff format, and then they're trying to figure out the SEC. If it's going to be 8 games again or 9 games, and the college football playoff will not be decided until really they need to make the decision for the 8 or 9 games. But they really want to know about the format. It's going to be the 8 or 9 games. So, because, if it's a 9th game, it's an extra game, you could have a loss. That's what the coaches are saying. But I always figured out that, they're complaining about 9 games. If you think about it, what you're saying is, you have the low standard of being 3 and 6 in the conference, and then scheduling 3 other games to win to make it 6 and 6.
Yeah.
And if you have 8 games, your standard is 2 games to win, 2 games in the conference, and you're scheduling 4 to win to make it 6. So I don't think anybody mentions that enough. I mean, the coaches have that's a low standard.
Yeah.
To be in the SEC and think, well, we don't want to go to more than an 8 games because we'll have to win a third game to give us a chance to win.
That's a good point.
6 games. I mean, that's a pretty low standard.
Yeah, I agree.
But, I mean, do you think they're looking at it from a standpoint as, man, our conference is probably the toughest, or at least the last several years it has been. And, you know, it's not like a softer conference where, you've got a lot of weaker teams, but you're right. I mean, I have no problem. I think the 9th game would be just fine. Be exciting for the fans anyway.
Yeah.
And absolutely a better gate.
Yeah.
And, absolutely.
Yeah. So, but the college football playoff format will be decided after they have to make that decision. Probably, I think, unless they say 8 games again in 26. We'll worry about 27 next year. But they have to make a decision.
I was going to say, they probably need to make it relatively soon, right? Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the summer, yeah.
Okay.
So they still haven't figured that out. But the Big Ten was, that 5-11 is something that the Big 12 and the ACC, they want that because that's all 11 at-large teams if you have the 5-11 format. So
okay, there we go.
The SEC actually can get more teams.
I was going to say they could benefit.
5-11.
Yeah.
Right. So they're trying to play it close to the vest. I mean, you got to make a choice.
Yeah. Do you know by chance if there's any schools in particular pushing against it, maybe more so than others? Have you heard any of that?
I would think the situation for the SEC is they're trying to get the bottom half to go along with the 9 games.
True, because that bottom half are the ones that suffer not even getting in
the 6 games.
Yeah, the whatever bowl, the Birmingham Bowl or whatever. Yeah, you're right.
They're the ones that are concerned about the 6 games.
Yeah,
so you have to include try to convince them, the bottom half, that the 9 games is good for the league. You're receiving more money, and go ahead and schedule 3 teams you think you can beat, and shoot, if you can't win 3 games in the league every year, goodness gracious.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I don't know.
That's more on y'all than anything else.
Yeah. We can't help you through everything.
No,
you got to do a little bit. Yeah, you do a little bit.
Absolutely,
as they say, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, what's been going on in your world? Where have you been? Where are you going? Any place soon? Any big things coming up?
Well, we have the Manning Passing Academy at the end of this month.
Oh, cool.
We're going to try to be at the and the only thing about that is I have to walk by 20 quarterbacks that I wish I can interview, but we only have a certain amount of time. So I try to get 6 or 7 within the allotted time of 45 minutes. So if I can get 6 or 7 within 45 minutes, that's pretty good. I try to get all the SEC quarterbacks and maybe somebody who's interesting. And then that day, that'll be the morning on that Friday. Then I have to hustle to the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. Nick Saban's going to be inducted there, so I'm trying to hustle up there to be there for 4:30. That's about a 3 or 4 hour ride, so I got to hustle after those interviews from Thibodeau up in Natchitoches. So
is that from his?
Hey, we had a.
Would that be from his time at LSU?
LSU, correct. That's right. Yeah.
I'm frowning because are they finally going to?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted it. There was some hard feelings down there, just a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know why, because the place was dormant for 40 years.
Exactly.
Made him come alive. Not only did he win, he left enough talent for the next coach.
For the next coach to win.
Les Miles, who, by the way, if you saw the National Football Foundation, they came up with a new formula. It's not 60% for the coaches to be considered for the Hall of Fame. It's right below
59 and 0.6.
Yeah, so that means Les Miles, who had some games vacated, I believe. Some things happened at LSU. And then you have Mike Leach.
Mike Leach
I
is
think
the
they
one
did it for Mike Leach, but they did it for him. But Les Miles is going to be eligible as well, as I've heard.
He's going to benefit from the Mike Leach rule, huh?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. So, which I don't know. I don't know if I would have done that. I really don't. 60%. I mean, that's. I don't know. That's a nice number. I think 60%. To get in the 5 range, that's just over half, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's
so. I don't think I would have done it myself personally, but they did. They did it, and I'm sure they did it for Mike Leach. It wasn't for Les Miles.
For Coach Leach, he was loved at every location he went. So
yeah.
I remember when he was at Kentucky with Hal Mumme, and everybody was bragging on Hal Mumme's offense. Well, it wasn't Hal Mumme; it was Mike Leach.
Yeah, Mike Leach.
Mike ended up coaching Mississippi State. Hal Mumme's down in Division III somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. So, but they made that decision, and now I would surmise that they're going to be inducted at some point. At some point, he will be.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, we had an interesting show this week. We had Professor Ellen J. Starosky from Ithaca College. She was an expert witness for the Ed O'Bannon case, with Sonny Vaccaro.
Wow.
So, you have a chance to listen to her. I've known her for many, many years. We've been acquaintances. And then we had Landon Duckworth from Jackson, Alabama, who was considering Auburn, South Carolina, Ole Miss, and Florida State.
Absolutely.
And we had his mother on at the same time.
Really?
That's cool. Did you get a feel from either one of them or where he may be leaning, or was he pretty bland about it all?
No, I don't know. He was excited about all of them. And, of course, Gus Malzahn was at Florida State. He was at Central Florida. Then he moved to Florida State. So, he liked Lane Kiffin, Hugh Freeze, and then he committed to South Carolina at one point. So I guess they're all in play, those 4. Yeah.
Cool. I knew Landon Duckworth sounded familiar. And then you're talking about quarterback recruiting. Like, okay. Yeah, that's Duck.
Yes.
Talking about quarterbacks. So what are you hearing, if anything, about Tennessee? Like, aren't they stuck with just a couple of freshman guys on campus right now? And
Joey Aguilar, right?
Okay.
The transfer from Appalachian State to UCLA to Tennessee. It was like a swap.
That's right.
Okay, I don't reckon I realized he transferred in. Okay.
Yeah,
so they'll be
Nico
okay.
for Joey. So, he's from Antioch, California. That should be familiar to the SEC fans because that's the home of Najee Harris. He played the same high school, but he's from Antioch, California, 60 miles east of Oakland. So, but he's a quarterback that's thrown for over 6,000 yards, I believe.
Well, I'd say it's pretty decent then.
Yep.
Yeah, and let's be real. You have to have support. He can't win it by himself.
No.
Like we saw last year. Even though Georgia won the SEC title, they had those receivers dropping all the passes and the quarterback transfers, and so we don't know what's going to happen with Georgia. We know they'll be good, but the word dominate, I don't think I'll be using that word very often moving forward with any of these teams.
I was just going to say with any of them,
right?
I don't feel near as confident now as I did with Saban there. I mean, I think it's most Alabama fans, I would think.
No. So, even those teams that Saban had, they would have a loss here and there at times, right?
Yeah.
So, you say that word dominate, but you're going against the guy you played in high school, and he's being recruited by Alabama too. So the idea of dominating somebody, it always kind of made me laugh, really, because they're all very good. You're not scaring anybody. They're all very good players. My thing is, hey, let's win the game. Then we win.
Yeah, win the game. That's it.
Let's try to win the game. this dominate business. I mean, that's coach speak.
That's coach speak. It is coach speak. I mean, you got to fire them up some way or another. Throw a little wooden board up as you're walking out of the locker room. And you slap it, dominate, whatever.
Right.
There is. We all know, AP. There is no asterisk beside the wins of 1 point.
No,
it's still a W. There's not a W asterisk.
4 touchdowns or a late second 59-yard field goal.
Exactly.
Either way, yeah.
No, there's not. No.
Well, you mentioned Manning's Passing Academy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, but Jackson Arnold, Auburn's quarterback,
he will be there?
No, he will not. He was invited, but told Coach, I should call him Coach Malzahn, told Coach Freeze that he wanted to stay at Auburn and continue to work with the receivers that they had. And
it shows teamwork over individual.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have learned a little something in demanding camp, but
Coach Freese explained it too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Said, no slight.
Yeah.
But
either way.
Yeah.
Either way, it would have been fine, I guess.
Yeah.
It's always good because you can, if you learn something at the Manning Passing Academy, maybe you bring it back to Auburn.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the way I would view it. If he went to the camp and he met other quarterbacks and had a chance to visit with them and maybe learn something. Yeah. So I would have went if I was him.
Yep.
I would have not, because the couple days or a week being at the camp, I don't think it would hamper me.
Yeah.
I don't think
he could have probably brought a lot back with him. Yeah,
probably could have, but
that's what I think. But cool. That's fine. Yeah,
absolutely. AP, what a great conversation to end the season with, brother. Thank you so much. We'll be chatting with you hopefully when we come back.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Tell us about where we can find your stuff, buddy.
Yeah, the APS. We see it on our YouTube channel at AP Steadham and all our social media platforms. Both of those names. You can find us, and on Spotify we archive everything, and then everywhere I'm visiting and covering, you can see all those interviews on our social media platforms and our YouTube channels
and Instagram. AP and I follow each other now on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
I'm on Instagram. I don't know how to use it.
All right, bud. We'll talk to you. Thank you, man.
Have a great summer, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes,
okay,
bye-bye.
Y'all be well.
You too,
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, our Swami of the SEC, Mr. AP Steadham. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
If your place on the water needs some attention, call BP Riverworks. Boathouses, docks, seawalls, and repairs. Call Baron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks. Licensed and insured 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clements sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus, PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Hey, this is Darius McIntyre, former wide receiver for the Auburn Tigers, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside Todd the Bod, the talent himself, Tomlin. And we have, this is unusual, one in studio and one on the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Destiny Burns with ABS softball and Caitlyn Tedford, Athens softball, both all-stars. Coming on. Yeah, put that on there, Coach. Yeah. Not to talk, just so you can hear everybody. There you go.
And you can join in if you feel it.
He's going to have to. Yeah. He'll have to say something here in a little bit. Hey, ladies, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hey.
I can't believe you didn't come in and enjoy all of our company.
I know, right?
I'm teasing, sweet.
Well, she went down to Disney, so.
Oh, well.
Are you still in Destiny? Are you still in Disney?
I am in the car right now.
In the car.
Cool.
Riding back? Or
yes,
on the way
sir.
down? You coming back?
Yeah,
they're on the way back. Okay, she's tired now.
She's tired.
She was excited on the way down, but tired on the way back.
Time.
We did.
Good. So, we talked to you a little while. Destiny, tell us about you and Caitlyn will both compare. Right now, we'll talk to you. How did you get involved with the All-Star? How did you get chosen? We'll just start with that.
My coach, my dad had signed me up to get the opportunity to play for them, and I had gotten chosen, and it's a great honor for me.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Caitlyn, what about you? Same thing? Your dad signed you up?
Yeah, it was just like him and Coach Smith, they just submit all my stuff for the state, and they just pick, I guess.
Okay, so it's through the state where the All-Stars come from? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And obviously y'all's skills on the field, got you there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Stats on the sheet.
Yep.
Skills that kills.
There you go. So, Dixon, tell everybody what position you play.
I play shortstop, pitcher, and center field.
Okay.
Now, you know what that means? She's fast.
She's fast.
Anybody that plays center field got to be fast.
You have a favorite, one over the other?
I love the competitive drive, the pitching, but nothing beats center field playing out there.
There you go. Yeah. There you go, chick. I like that.
I love center field.
I played shortstop growing up. My senior season, I played center field.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yes, it is. Caitlyn?
Yeah, I played center.
Okay. Perfect.
Nice. Is it no other position that he didn't snag you and drag you to the first base?
No, I'm center.
Plus, I'm going to be honest. Baseball comes fast enough, but softball, especially third and shortstop, y'all can have that. I don't want to.
Yeah, the hot box third base is tough.
Yeah, and then the bases are so short and y'all are so fast, all you have time to do is snag it and chunk it, and it's still close play at first base.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing to watch.
So, Caitlyn, you hit with power or anything? Any dingers this year?
Yeah, I think I had 6 home runs on the year. But I like the small ball. I'm a slapper, so
okay.
I use my
righty,
speed.
lefty.
Oh wow, that's even better. Yeah, man, just drag one and you're on first before they even know it.
Yep.
Love
3 steps out of the batter's box before the ball hits the ground.
Well, so
how about you, Destiny? Righty, lefty, power.
I'm a righty. I've had 4 home runs this year, I think. Yeah.
Now, do you like the speed game? Do you like to run the bases or?
Yes, I love stealing bases. That's one of my favorite things.
And I would say in softball, that's one of the toughest things, or at least when I'm watching it appears to do, is to be able to take second. Third, I don't know, almost seems impossible, but I mean, I'm sure y'all have done it, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, awesome. That is awesome. To have, and for coach to be able to have that kind of speed on the field that is so beneficial.
So who makes the calls on whether you're going to slap bunt or not, or is that left up to you?
That's just up to me. If coach sees something that's like a situation where he really wants me to bunt, he'll give me a sign. But besides that, I pretty much can just read the defense and know what I want to do.
Okay.
Well, growing up around it like you did, I mean, you obviously know the game, so that's awesome. Yeah. Jason, what about you? Like, does it all come from the coach, or do y'all have a little bit of freedom as to what y'all do at the play?
We have a little bit of freedom, but he also gives calls and signs telling us what he wants us to do in tight situations.
Okay, here's one for you, Destiny, and we'll take it over to Caitlyn. Say you're batting and the count is 3 balls and no strikes. Are you always getting the take signal, or will the coach allow you to swing away at times?
I'm most of the time always taking.
Okay. How about you, Caitlyn?
Yeah, sometimes he'll give me the green light, but I don't like to swing at it, so I usually just take it.
I mean, if they've already thrown 3 in a row, there's a good chance that 4th one's coming because the pressure's on them now because they're going to walk.
Right.
And they don't want to put y'all on base where y'all can still. So, yeah. What is your favorite part of the game? Defense, offense? Caitlyn, we'll start with you.
If I'm hitting good, I like offense, but if I'm struggling, then I like defense. I like to go out and make some cool catches, like diving plays.
Heck yeah, man.
Diving plays? You say diving plays?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. How about you, Destiny?
I love offense and defense, but I love batting the most, probably.
I was the other way around. I liked being on the D. I didn't hate, but you're down 1 run.
You
got a runner on second. I did play catcher, but now you're at the plate. You got the winning run on second base, and there's 2 outs, and I'd be like, oh man, what? Do y'all feel that heat, or do y'all love it? Like I was not that guy.
That's the difference. I wanted to be that guy.
No, I didn't want.
Put me up there. I was ready to go.
I ain't gonna lie. I sometimes I'd come through, sometimes I wouldn't. But Caitlyn was already.
I love it. I love being in those situations. I've been like
I'm gonna win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing deep into the state tournament every year. I've been in those type of situations,
sure.
so I live for it.
Yeah.
How about you, Destiny? You prefer one?
Yeah,
You like the pressure?
Yes, that's what brings the fun to the game.
That's true. I mean, it is, especially if you come through.
Yeah.
If you come through, man, you're a hero, right?
Yeah.
So at least in the moment. So no doubt.
Well, Caitlyn, you talked about going deep in the state tournament this year. It seemed like y'all were chugging along, and then all of a sudden comes, who was it?
Saraland?
Saraland, yeah. Yeah, that got you twice.
Yeah. They were a good team. We didn't hit our best both games, and I think that was the difference of it.
I mean, was it y'all not connecting, or was it the pitching that good, you feel?
They had a good pitcher. One of their pitchers, I think, made the North-South team, if I'm not mistaken, but we just could not string together any hits, and if you don't do that, then you can't score.
Yeah. Well, I think they beat you by 1 that first time, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or maybe both times? I don't remember. I know the first. I know the first time.
He's been biting.
The first time was 1.
About a 3 or 4 run difference.
Well, the first game they beat us 3-2 right at the end. And that was kind of a critical game for us because it was game 2 in the tournament, and so it's a lot easier to win a map if you can win the first 2.
Yeah.
But anyway, the girls fought hard, and in the play-in game to go to the championship series, they hit a couple good balls early, and then our girls hit well. We just hit it well at them. We hit some hard balls and just one
of those things.
One of those games. You don't find the gaps, and then all of a sudden you leave a runner on first, leave a runner on second, you hit 2 line drives to the shortstop.
Yeah. Then you're out of the inning.
Then you're out of it. So
yeah. And from what I hear, there was kind of a questionable call there in that first game, there at the end.
Yeah, it was pretty questionable. I mean, the season's over, so I can say it. I think the girl's out.
A lot of people did.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
But we're in high school. You don't get replays, and you don't do all that. And we should have scored more runs earlier in that game. We had some opportunities earlier. So, but anyway, overall, all these kids have had a great year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the girls first, and then we'll come to you with this. Talking about replay, Destiny and Caitlyn, do y'all think? And Destiny will let you answer first. Do you think once y'all make it to the state that maybe replays should be instituted for those kind of, those are big games, right? And we all make, you make errors as a player, and obviously umpires make errors. Would you like to have that opportunity to be able to go back, like in college, and look at a play? Destiny?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a coach.
Yeah, I think it would be a great thing to do.
I mean, they haven't even discussed it. The state even thought about it.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
but you see all this stuff in college. You see everything on TV, and every college in the country has got it.
Yeah.
But you go down to Choccolocco for the state tournament, and you've got 4 games going on at one time, and
I know.
It's going to be a financial.
There's cost to it and all that.
Financial burden.
Yeah. So and somebody's going to have to pay for that.
But,
so
they find money for a lot of stuff. In the state, so they could probably squeeze out a few cameras.
Absolutely.
For
absolutely.
That.
Destiny, refresh my memory on how y'all did in the state.
We made it to day 2 of regionals. We got 4 games in. We got put out by Hackleburg.
Okay. Couldn't remember if y'all quite made the jump there or not. Hackleburg, they've kind of been a thorn in the ABS side over the years.
Yeah.
Baseball and softball.
I was going to say baseball as well.
Yes, they're our probably biggest competition.
Do you hate them? Do you just
a little bit?
Like
there you go.
Like Todd with Decatur Heritage.
Decatur Heritage stinks.
See what I tell you, Caitlyn? I'm sorry, Destiny. Yeah, if it's kind of like that.
Yeah. I could go into it deep, but I won't. You went to Bible school. Your ears don't need to hear the disgust I have in my heart for Decatur hair. It's all made up, girls.
This is one of our go-to laughs.
I'm trying to remember where all this came from.
Todd.
Lindsay Lane. I mean,
Lindsay Lane.
we had Lindsay Lane on, and I'm like, they're not Christian, right? They're not.
So we just go this with Destiny. She got the ABS. She goes to ABS.
Well, I know, but that's a good Christian school.
Yeah, I know.
Heritage is not.
Just keep on digging.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're representing Decatur Heritage, this is a joke. It is. It is not real. We're
Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKC or not, part of my.
Nothing is being slandered. This is.
How can I be held?
Parody is the name of it. Yeah.
Or Destiny, what grade were you? Are you senior this year? Were you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So you're going? Are you going to college? Are you playing sports in college or just?
I would love the opportunity to, but I'm still haven't decided what I want to do.
Okay.
Well, there's opportunities out there for you, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
I was saying maybe you could stay here local and go play for Coach Stevenson down the highway there.
Yeah. Caitlyn, obviously you got one more year of high school, but have you thought past that?
Yeah, so I'm committed to UNA right now.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. So okay. Hence the shirt for Coach. That would be phenomenal, and it's close by. So wow, good for y'all to be able to go watch her play.
I'm sorry, since they can just pop in at any time.
Yeah.
True.
I'm just playing. It's a joke.
Good with me.
Yeah.
All of my children were. Well, my two children were at one at Birmingham and one in not Pearl, but Clinton, Mississippi, over around Jackson.
Not
so
too far.
Far enough, but not too far.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
have you determined which college you're going to yet, Destiny?
I've thought about Calhoun Community College.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Nope.
Nothing at all. Well, ladies, thank y'all so much for joining us. Destiny, we'll let you get back to your ride and
be safe coming home.
Read you a book if you can. Take a nap. I know.
As long as you're not driving.
No. No napping if you're driving.
Y'all be playing in July.
Yes, sir.
In the All-Star game.
We'll be rooting for y'all.
Yes, we'll be keeping up and rooting for you.
Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Destiny Burns with Athens Bible School. Caitlyn Tedford, Athens Golden Eagles softball All-Stars this year. It's time to take a break. We got a wonderful segment. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
For screen printing, sign printing, banners, logo design, and more, look no further than That Shirt Printing Place. Located at 709 North Jefferson Street in Athens. Call 256-444-1827. That Shirt Printing Place. Visit them online at thatshirtprintingplacellc.com. Look for them on Facebook too. That Shirt Printing Place. 256-444-1927. That Shirt Printing Place.
Timeout. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Matt Smith, head coach at Tanner High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Take out the papers and the trash.
Let me give you some trash talk.
Hey, you want to talk some trash?
Trash?
Trash. Trash. Won't pick it up. Take them lights away. Girl, why not take out the trash?
You don't know how to trash talk, do you?
Thank y'all. Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we had a good interview. Coach Tedford and his daughter, Caitlyn, is heading out. And Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside Todd, the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinaire, Tim Lambert. We got Chris Harris, broadcast and media relations with the Rocket City Trash Pandas on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. Hey, Chris, welcome back to the show, man.
Morning, Tom. How you guys doing?
We good, dude. It's the last show of the season, so we'll be leaving you alone Saturday mornings for a while, and we appreciate you joining us, brother. Sure do.
I'll have to just we'll have to have a group chat or something every Saturday to keep it going.
Absolutely. Keep shooting me those emails, man. I get the games I'm not able to. Seeing, even when I'm on the road, I'm keeping up with the Pandas.
Most everybody just has a spam folder full of things that you send out. So.
No, I'll hit unsubscribe on a couple of these guys, if like Belk or somebody else. Yeah. But you guys come in, y'all come in solid.
Good.
That's go ahead.
No, it's been a good week. Finally, the rain left us alone and able to play some baseball and. Nice to get some wins this week with Biloxi in town and getting ready for we had a big night last night, even though we lost 2-1. But expecting tonight will be our first sellout, full sellout of the year. Expecting over 7,000 today. So
I saw where the only tickets remaining were standing room only and on the berm.
Wow, that's awesome. Good problem to have.
And it pushed last night too, because last night I think our walk up was well over 1,000, and we got nearly to 6,000 last night.
Dang!
Just a really really awesome atmosphere, and that's what you do it for is to have these big nights, and looking forward to tonight, and thank goodness the weather's going to cooperate with us. It should be a good night for baseball. And
yes, sir.
Even though we lost last night, the team, it was a great ball game. We've had some really great games this week. The pitching's been fantastic on both sides. Milwaukee, the Brewers have such a great farm system, so you're getting a lot of great players on that side, and then on our side, I mean. We've talked about 19-year-old Nelson Rada.
Yes.
And, man, this kid, you expect him to stay in AA most of the year, but I'm telling you, he's going to force the Angels to maybe have to make some decisions because, I mean, he's leading all of AA and second in all of minor league baseball in stolen bases this month. Wow. He's got an on-base percentage now in May that's approaching 500. He's leading the league in on-base percentage, stolen bases, and his batting average is getting up near the top as well. And his defense in center field, I tell you what, it's worth the price of admission to watch Nelson Rada play center field. He had 2 outfield assists last night and had some incredible catches in the doubleheader on Thursday. So this young man is showcasing his abilities, and you can just see the growth from even the start of the year.
And if I'm not mistaken, you may have said it already, he's extended his hitting streak to 9 games.
It's 9 games. 9 games. He's already had a 10-game hitting streak already this year, and now he's got a 9-game hitting streak. And, I think the one thing that he's trying to he needs to work on a bit. I mean, he's super fast, but he's, picking his times to steal bases. Last night he got caught stealing twice. it's one thing to be able to steal bases, and speed is certainly a good bit of it, but it takes skill to steal bases, and I think he's still kind of working on that a little bit. But I tell you what, if you have a young outfielder in your family that you want to watch, an outfielder, one of the best, I think you'll find in professional baseball is out there in center field in Madison right now. I mean, he's special.
Sweet.
Nice having him on our team.
The thing is, like you were talking about stealing bases, the thing is you want to, if you can find a pitcher or a coach who's calling the pitches, whatever you want to call it, getting a certain point of the count, he's throwing a breaking ball every time.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, okay, if I'm on base here and this guy's at 1 ball, 2 strikes, he's going to try to throw a breaking ball, and I'm going to second.
Yep.
Because it takes the pitch is not as fast, and throwing a breaking ball is more difficult, I guess, sometimes to locate.
Get it to the catcher and
the catcher getting it out. Yeah. So.
And I love that aspect of the game. Obviously, through the last few years, the stealing bases is what it used to be. Everybody wants to play long ball and stuff. So yeah, anytime you can, you have that runner on first and you bunt them over or they steal or whatever. I love that aspect of baseball.
This is what I like, Chris. And everybody's got their own. Chicks dig the long ball at commercials. We've seen that before. My favorite of all is a right-handed hitter who can hit behind the speedy runner at first base on a good hit and run or something, and put the ball in the right field. It's slicing back, get that runner in from first to home. That's just, I'm weird, but that's one of my favorite plays in the game when they can do that.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry. Todd and I are talking way too much. You keep talking, Chris.
But going back to that, Chris, like why? No. I mean, you've been around baseball forever. Why do you think? Do you think because the pitching's gotten so much better, guys are throwing so much fast? I mean, why has the stealing the bases and stuff not like what it was back, say, 80s, 90s, in the early 2000s? Like, why do you think that changed?
I think some of it is just the power game. I think the home run ball has changed. The analytics of that part of the game just is sort of the small ball, bunting, stealing bases, hit and runs have all kind of taken a back burner. I think you're starting to see it come back some. And analytics is great, and you should teach guys how to properly hit balls at a launch angle that they can hit more home runs. But if you can get as many guys into scoring position, it gives you more opportunities to score.
Exactly.
I mean,
so it's kind of like we went way far. It's kind of like I make this reference not to whatever, but it's kind of like politics. Sometimes we go way to one side, then we need something to pull us back the other way.
Yeah.
At least closer to the middle.
Yeah. I mean, analytics and stuff is really, really important to the game, but also you have to use your head and think, okay, well, let's use what a guy can do best to the benefit of our entire team, and I think we're kind of seeing a changing course slightly.
I hope so.
I was always a fan of Pete Rose. I loved the way he crouched down. I loved the slap hitter because you couldn't tell. He knew what he wanted to do with the ball, but just getting the ball past him. Him and Tony Gwynn, and I've debated a lot as to which one I thought was a better hitter because Tony Gwynn was special, man.
He was.
But none of those two guys, the best hitters ever in the game, that's not counting the Negro Leagues because we didn't get to see them.
And you had like a Rod Carew.
Exactly. Yeah. But they didn't swing the major league swing that we see right now. And I would love to see somebody do it. I'd love to see somebody maybe like Nelson Rada come up who can do that swing and get on base percentage like Tony Gwynn could and still have the speed to do it. But I'm big fan of Nelson and what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I got a question for you. Were you guys ever into Harry Potter or any of your nephews, kids.
My children were, and I wasn't at the time, but here lately, I told my son I always thought it was silly, and then was in a hotel one night and got into the Quidditch game, and I was hanging on the Quidditch game. I'm like, okay, I got to watch the rest of these guys. So, but anyways, go ahead with your point. Yes, we are very familiar with Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm similar, but I know a lot of people got into it. Tonight's Harry Potter night, so it should be interesting there. And we're wearing special jerseys. We're actually wearing a different jersey for all 6 games in this series. And tonight's Harry Potter night jersey auction, and then tomorrow is our first of 3 Copa nights. So we'll be the Lunaticos de Rocket City tomorrow.
All right,
2:35 game. So. Some theme nights to close out the homestand.
So the jerseys for Harry Potter, are they like Gryffindor or Slytherin, or do you know?
I can't honestly tell you what they are representing. Now we're giving away cooler bags that have the different houses on each cooler bag.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, it's kind of brown and it has like a big scarf over it, the jersey.
Gryffindor.
Okay, yeah, Gryffindor. There we go. Gryffindor uniforms tonight.
All right.
Cool.
Team Gryffindor. That's cool. Well, Chris, thank you so much for joining us, man. It's been a hoot. We've enjoyed getting to meet you. And
we'll keep in touch.
We'll definitely come to hopefully try to get to a few more games this year.
Yeah, we'll holler at you when we do.
Well, please do, and appreciate what you guys do, and the hard work, and the job you do promoting high school local sports. In this day and age, it's sometimes tough to find, and you guys do a great job of doing that.
Well, it's not a labor of love. It is just love. We're able to do it. So thank you very much.
Yeah. And we appreciate what you do,
man. Hey, give Josh some nucks for me, dude.
Yeah.
Tell him I said hey.
Okay, I will.
All right, brother. See ya.
Take care.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Harris, broadcast, media relations, Rocket City Trash Pandas. Sold out tonight, but if you want to try to fight and get a ticket for today. If not, hey, we're playing tomorrow. Absolutely. Lovely weather to go. It's that call, ladies and gentlemen. Come in via the First National Bank hotline, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Home security is not what it used to be. With Secure Connect and smart home integration features, you can unlock your doors and turn off your alarm from your smart home app. No more hiding a key under a rock. Get Secure Connect and live life connected. Call Ardmore Telephone Company at 800-830-9946 to secure your home today.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together. That's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide, along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Now on a platform near you, the only year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Wreakin' Havoc Podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at wreakinhavoc.com.
Hello, man. This is Bo Wright, formerly of the University of Alabama and the Buffalo Bills, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. It is 11:04. Wow. Where's the time gone? Dot the bot?
Flying.
Well, we don't have this gentleman live on the First National Bank Hotline making communities great, but we have Will Abernathy in studio, also part of the All-Star thing that's going on, and he's with the Athens golf team, All-Star for the Athens golf team, and his coach Coach Ezel's joining us over here on the right. All right, dude, we got a lot to talk about here now. Talk about your game, where you go, where you shoot, right-handed, left-handed, which tees you play off of, what's your favorite golf ball, what club you swing. Just kidding, no pressure. Trying to break the ice a little bit. The young man's a little bit nervous, so seems to be. Anyways, talk about your golf game, man.
Yeah, we had a good year this year. We won a lot of tournaments. Coach, we won more than the program ever has. And
yeah, we've won more tournaments this year than we have in the last 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it was a good
Congratulations.
It was a really good year. We didn't give it our best run at the state championship, but we made do with what we had.
Okay.
I played okay this season, kind of fighting some things with my swing. But
you're a junior?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Gonna be a
senior. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Good, excellent. So just remember this: when you get 59 going into 60, you're going to go out to a golf game and you're going to come back. This is going to be hurting, or this is going to be hurting. So enjoy your good game. Enjoy your youth. Was it young man? Remembered the days, creator in the days of thy youth. Yeah, I'm sorry. Real big ditch. So, what? Tell us about you. Have you taken lessons since you've been young? When did you pick the game up?
I always played baseball, growing up, and then I kind of got burnt out playing travel ball all the time.
Yeah.
So I put that down and picked up a golf club, and I haven't picked up a baseball bat.
Did you have any problem adjusting to the golf swing rather than the baseball swing?
Not really, because I kind of just went right into it.
Really?
Just started hitting every day, and
okay.
I didn't get a lesson until probably a year and a half after I was playing. So I kind of was just hitting it around for the first year, and then I was like, I kind of want to take this serious. And
What
did you think of his game when you first saw him, Coach?
Well, I didn't understand how good they were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a probably just below average golfer, and I'm shooting anywhere between 85, 90. I go to practice with these kids, and they're all out here shooting 73, 74, 75. Some of them going under par.
Yeah.
And you just like, what the crap, man? You're 17 years old. Like, you shouldn't be doing that, right?
Yeah.
But, Will is a very natural golfer.
The prodigy? Would you call him a prodigy? Almost.
I don't know if I call him a prodigy.
I wouldn't go that far.
But Will is very talented, and I think that to be a really good golfer, people don't understand. You do need to be a good athlete.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
do.
Absolutely.
And, the best golfers on the planet are some of the better athletes that have picked up the club.
Yeah.
One thing that I've noticed with Will is Will has enough athletic ability that he can overcome bad things in his swing.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Some people, they can't overcome stuff. He can. And he's a grinder. He'll go out and he'll hit a bad shot, but he might get frustrated, but he's already thinking about, what can I do to make sure this doesn't go from bad to worse?
And
my next question, mental part of the game.
Exactly.
If you hit that bad shot, what's your thinking process?
Yeah, so I used to be very, very, very mental. I was a head case, and then I kind of got it worked out. It's not where I want it to be, but it's way better than where it was. Because, at state, I think I made hole 10, made a triple, and then I followed it
Bless
up.
your heart.
Then I followed it up with 3 birdies in a row.
Nah,
so
He's been out in 3 holes, man.
That's a great recovery.
Yeah.
Came back with it, and a year and a half, 2 years ago, if I made a triple, it was just
your day's done.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah. Well, and it's understandable. And in the sports, obviously, there's some similarity there. And athleticism aside, you make an error in the field or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And of course you don't want to affect your teammates. golf being individual. And of course, the high school level, it's a team deal as well, but still it's individual.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, having that mentality to be able to, like say you're just having a bad day off the tee. Maybe you're not hitting the fairways, but you have the ability to be able to pick it up with your iron shots, or your putting or whatever it might be. But yeah, I think, the athleticism goes hand in hand with the mental aspect, because you can't get too upset or distraught or whatever over, or, now you're in the trees and like, oh, man, that can ruin any round, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Back in my day, I was known to throw a club or two every now and then.
Not you, Todd.
Yeah, I would do that. I was one. Not all the time.
You never threw a club in the pond down there at Chriswood, did you?
No, but I will say, and don't ever do this. Your parents will kill you, number one. Now, I was grown. I bought my own clubs, but we were playing at Point Mallard, and I missed a 3-foot putt. Some people were playing for money. I wasn't doing that.
No, never. Don't.
But I missed a 3-foot putt, and I threw my putter in the pond, in the river. So it's down there somewhere if you want to go find that pink putter. But I had to putt with my 8-iron the rest of the day, and 3-iron sometimes. But yeah, you can just get so frustrated. So what do you think you do best? Is it off the tee? Is it your short game?
It's got to be putting.
Yeah,
yeah. When
that's the hardest part of it.
Putt for dough, man. Drive for show, putt for dough.
I've been
coaches agreeing for that one.
I used to have a big driver problem. Kind of gotten it evened out, but I can always pick up the putter and know I'm going to make at least. It makes something.
That's awesome.
I love putting.
It's good to have that confidence to be able to walk up on the green, whether you're 20 foot out or 2 foot out or whatever.
Yeah.
To know, hey, I've got a chance here. What are some of the hardest greens that you've played? Like hard to read, or maybe too fast or super fast.
Hard to stick.
Yeah, or hard to hit into. Any in particular?
Got to be Harbortown in South Carolina, Hilton Head, where they play the RBC. Yeah, there.
Are they undulated or just
undulated? They were punched when we went, but you could tell when they're rolling good, they were going to be hard to read,
fast,
and real fast. Yeah.
Well, and here's the funny thing about Will and putting is he doesn't know how to read a green. He's never been formally taught how to read a green. He tells me that all the time. He's like, Coach, I feel it out. He goes up there and he feels it out. It's amazing.
That is amazing.
And he will drop them. And you're just like,
that is kind of prodigy-like type. I mean, to be able to do that. Like, I never was good at reading greens either, but I also stunk as I wasn't a very good putter either. So there we go. I didn't have that ability to feel nothing out.
Todd was a great golfer. He struggled in his drive, his mid-irons, and his putting and chipping, and he was a great golfer.
That was a great golfer. Yeah, but I mean, just so. Playing team sports versus golf, do you feel more because everything's under your you don't have a teammate to bail you out.
Yeah. So when we play like team wise, it's a lot can happen. You're taking 4 scores, and a lot can happen in one hole. You can lose 4 or 5 shots in one hole. I mean,
that's true.
But we just played our own game this year, and it worked out. We'd all shoot. I mean, it's hard to find a team in the state up here that can shoot.
Okay.
Right around par, every player.
Do you know what course y'all will be playing in All-Stars?
I'm not really sure what course we're going to be playing.
Okay. It's Capitol Hill. I don't know which.
Right?
Yeah, it's at the RTJ in Prattville.
Is it?
Okay.
I don't know.
In Prattville?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know which side they're playing.
Is it there? Oh my gosh, that course is beautiful. I've never played it, but I've been to conferences and stuff there, and I would just say, hey man, can I take a golf cart out and just drive it? They didn't care. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great place.
And it looks kind of tough. I mean, I don't remember a lot about it. I was on the back nine.
I saw on X RTJ doing their best golf courses in the state, and that Prattville, because there's a couple of them in Prattville at that location. But
there's a hotel on site there, and that's where we were at.
Yeah,
and it's a beautiful venue.
Yeah, he's going to get to go down on Sunday. They'll have a little team event on Sunday evening. They'll be at the hotel at the RTJ, and then he gets to play the next day.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how will they draw that out? Will you be paired with anybody? Will you do it solo?
I've had a couple buddies that's played in it, and you get paired with one person. It's just like
one.
Two per. Okay,
and you're
it's
walking,
just 2-man teams. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it just a one round, or do y'all play 2 rounds? Or
one round.
Just one round.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And then whatever it is, it is.
It is. Yep.
That's awesome. It's a wonderful honor, man, dude. So
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You should be proud of yourself.
Is Canebrake your home base?
It is. We have a good group out there. There's a lot of us that play out there. We've always played out there, but it's getting remodeled right now. So We've went to Burning Tree in
okay.
Decatur.
Yeah.
We play there now. But when Canebrake gets open, it's going to be
it will.
It's going to be really good.
So now, Coach, you mentioned Sunday. Will they get an opportunity to go out there and hit any? Or
I would imagine they'll get an opportunity to go out, at least in the driving range.
I would hope so, right?
You know,
I mean, I would hate to play a course and not even know the layout. I mean,
well, I think he's played. You played both courses at Cal.
Oh, have you?
I've played both.
Oh,
yes, sir.
nice. Okay, good.
These guys, they play in tournaments all year round. They're going all over the place. I don't know how they do it, honestly. My wallet's not big enough to keep up with.
They're young.
Young and dumb. That's it. But I will add this about Will from the state championship. Going back to what he was talking about, he had the triple bogey, then he birdied 3 in a row. Will played the state championship with like a severe sinus infection.
Oh wow!
That's
dumb.
We kind of called it his Michael Jordan flu game, but I mean he really did. And to feel as bad as he did, and I can see it on his face, and shoot 1 over in round 2, like that was really impressive.
That is impressive.
One of the
1 over, period. I don't care how you
absolutely,
feel. To be honest.
Absolutely. One of the reasons he got selected was for that. I mean, that was solid play at the state championship.
Well, so when you're healthy, what's your normal score?
It's
at Canebrake from the.
No, we're talking about pulling the foot wedge out of the bag.
No foot wedges.
Straight up.
Straight up. All right, at Canebrake, so Canebrake's a different story. It's easy compared to anywhere around here. Yeah, but it won't be. So probably old Canebrake, anywhere under par, 400 or 500.
Awesome,
it was just
it's
just easy to get around there. But Burning Tree, anywhere around here, probably just right around par.
Yeah. Man, you never had the opportunity to play Crestwood or Woodland.
I know, yeah. Those were Eli
courses.
They're so spoiled, they have no idea.
They have no idea.
I grew up on Crestwood.
Did you really?
I did.
Awesome.
It was right down the road, and that was our home course.
Woodland was mine. I mean, the brothers. You had 2 brothers.
Well, we played league at Woodland, so yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You had 2 brothers, both last name Woods, and they each owned the golf course, one in East Limestone and one over in the Tanner area. So 9-hole.
9-hole. Yeah, you missed those days, buddy.
I really miss Country Club.
Yeah. Country Club, but I like that.
Course,
that was a shorter course.
It
was fun.
Nice little play. It was a fun little
played
play.
it quite a bit. Well, do you have a favorite course? From wherever, all the places you played, do you have one like, man, I love this place?
Gotta be Mossy Oak in West Point, Mississippi.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
It's a sick place.
Really?
It's awesome.
So, like, a lot of sand, water, hills.
There's a bunch. It's kind of like link style. There's bunkers everywhere. Really? Weeds.
Okay.
Tall grass.
That's interesting.
But we always go play this tournament there in the summer, and it's just so good when we go. The grass is.
Do you have to change your game for that kind of course? Not really? Okay.
Not really. You just kind of.
He can actually hit the ball where he wants it to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one day I'd be hooking, the next day I'd be slicing, and you just have to adjust.
Yeah. Mossy Oak in West Point. Okay, well, see, reason I got so really is my stepson is now, he's going to be a teacher at New Hope in Columbus. West Point is
right there.
It's right there, man.
Yeah.
It's a triangle.
Like that.
So we played at the Mississippi State University course right before graduation this past year. So before we go, I see producers going, what kind of clubs sticks you got?
I got Titleist driver, Ping 3-wood, TaylorMade hybrid.
There you go.
Strixon irons.
Nice.
And Titleist Vokey wedges. So it's really a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag in there.
But you got to play with what you like and what you're comfortable with.
It works.
What's your favorite club out of your bag? What do you feel most confident with?
Putter.
Any of them?
Got to be the putter.
Yeah.
Got to be the putter.
What kind of putter you have?
I have a Odyssey Jailbird Mini.
Okay.
Really?
He has like 20 putters. Don't let him lie to you.
Oh, well, I mean, since you've got that many, how do you determine which one you're going to hit that day?
I used to have a big problem with switching. I'd switch all the time, and then, I kind of realized, I was like, why am I switching around? I putt better with this one. I pick it up, and I just putt good every time. So I just stuck with it.
Nice.
Stuck with the Jailbird.
Awesome.
Yeah, you got to go with what's
yes, sir.
Favorite ball?
I've always used a Titleist golf ball, and then I got on a Callaway golf ball.
Yeah.
It's a new ball.
Which one?
Triple Diamond. It's like less spin.
Triple Diamond?
Triple Diamond.
Diamond.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it was a big change. Not really a big change. It was a good change.
Was it the bigger change off the tee or Like, what was the big change?
It was kind of everywhere because the Titleist was spinning way too much, and I was playing the low spin Titleist. So I went to the Callaway, and we have a money game at Cambridge. The first time I used it, I was like, I'll try this ball today. I went out and shot 65 with them. So.
Nice. you had the ball then.
Stuck with that ball.
He meant Monopoly money, guys.
Yeah, no, we understood. We knew it was Monopoly money. Absolutely. I've never played golf for money. That's just, why you do that?
If I did, I would just go ahead and pay everybody before I started. Right. Hey, Will, thank you so much for joining us, brother.
Thank you.
Good luck. Congratulations.
Brother.
Thank you.
Keep going. Coach, thank you once again.
Congratulations to you too, brother.
Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break, but we will be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens. Your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
For screen printing, sign printing, banners, logo design, and more, look no further than That Shirt Printing Place. Located at 709 North Jefferson Street in Athens. Call 256-444-1827. That Shirt Printing Place. Visit them online at thatshirtprintingplacellc.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. That Shirt Printing Place. 256-444-1927. That Shirt Printing Place.
PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clements Sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Hey, I'm Cody Gross. I'm the head football coach at Athens High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here. Oh, Tomcat. Alongside Todd the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinaire, Tim Lambert. And we've got in studio, hey, just in time for the appetizer.
I'll dig in.
Jessica Gonzalez, Clements soccer program. Also an all-star.
Yes.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Who do you have with you?
Leslie, she's one of our assistant coaches.
Leslie.
Yes.
Coach Leslie.
Also my
Coach
sister.
Leslie. No way.
Yeah.
Y'all don't favor at all.
Not a bit.
Yes.
Awesome. So, talk about your season. Clements done extremely well soccer-wise.
Yeah, we did good this year. How much games did we lose?
I think it was 3.
Yeah,
I was going to say, we knew it wasn't many.
Lost 3.
Yeah.
Against Madison Academy. And then our playoff game.
I started to say that.
Yes.
That's where it broke at the end.
Yeah,
That's where you start meeting the cream of the crop, for lack of a better word. And that's why y'all were there. But
yes.
yeah, if y'all could have got Coach Legg out of the way, maybe y'all could have,
Yeah. Tell Coach Legg you cannot body block or stiff arm or all those good football euphemisms.
Yeah.
In soccer, it's called football in Europe, but it's.
I'm gonna ask you this like I even have a clue. But what position do you play?
I play forward.
Forward.
Or
Okay.
midfield.
Okay.
Literally wherever they put me.
Okay.
As
you
you
have a
say,
preference?
forwards.
Forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many
From
goals?
the video I've seen, she's all
I
over
had-
the field.
Yeah.
So
I
you're a
had
runner.
41, I think.
I'm
41.
sorry. 41 goals.
Wow.
41.
Holy smoke.
Holy smoke!
What's
is
the
right.
record?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you have any idea?
I think she's over 140. I mean, she's top scorer right
It's
now.
got to be. Yeah. That is awesome. Good for you. Nothing better than probably scoring a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all win a lot of close games, right? And low scoring games.
You got to score more goals.
That's right.
Than the other team
to win the game.
Imagine. It's a novel concept.
Yeah.
What grade are you in?
I'm finna be a senior.
Okay. To be a senior.
Yes.
Okay.
1 more year. So
1 more year.
Would you like to be able to pursue soccer in college?
I'm not sure yet.
Not sure.
Just thinking about it, but don't know.
Yeah. Well, you still got a year, but I'm gonna tell you what. Don't blink. Tom will tell you.
Yes.
Tim's too old. He can't remember his senior year. But I'm joking. But it will fly by, won't it, guys? You'll blink and you'll be having your cap and gown on.
Yeah, I can't believe
God.
I'm a senior this year.
So, but you still have plenty of time. So, good for you. What's your now? Do you play any other sports?
No.
Okay, so you're soccer.
Yeah, just soccer.
Young lady across the board.
I just play for club.
Okay.
United.
Oh, okay. There we go. What club do you play for?
United. Over there in Huntsville.
So, and then, all right. Well, let's just talk about that a little bit. And I'm just guessing, and I'm not trying to downgrade high school sports in any fashion form, but I would think club soccer.
Club is more like
that's your best of the best. Yeah.
Club
so
is like,
It's like it is the same as travel baseball.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you so y'all could probably go all over club, right?
Yeah, travel.
Wow.
Long
Any
drives.
particular place that you like to go to, one better than another?
No.
What do you think about Chocolaca? You ever played down there?
No, we haven't.
Haven't played down there? Okay.
All right, let me ask you this: turf versus grass. Or do you
I
care?
actually like turf, but
Really?
it's harder. But I like turf.
I was gonna say I've
Turf
always
is better.
wondered, does the ball not like skip?
It
Like,
does.
you know?
You actually have to sprint more and like.
So it's
Turf is beneficial for those who have speed.
Oh no, no. Leslie's been training me. It's been. I ran today.
You ran
in the morning. Yeah, woke up early, bright and early.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, how? Any idea, Coach? You probably have a better idea, maybe. But how many miles does a soccer player run in a game? I mean, it's got to be at least a couple, I would think.
I think the average, like on Google, what I know,
Okay.
it's like 3-4 miles.
There we go.
minimum.
And it's wide open. It's not like you're jogging. I mean, some of it, obviously, you are, but most of it's wide open. So, yes, you have to run to keep in shape, to have those legs,
Yeah.
to be able to keep pace, for sure.
Well, my daughter played soccer and ran cross country.
Oh wow!
And her teammates would be like, "Kaylee, you can run forever." Well, there's a good reason for that.
So now, do y'all have a lot of players coming back for next year? Did y'all lose a bunch?
Yeah, actually, we only had one senior this year.
Oh wow! So y'all have an opportunity. Then.
Yeah, we have a young team. Actually, we have a lot of. Is it 7th
We're
graders?
more in the 8th, 9th.
Yeah.
Really?
That's where our team is.
So the future's looking really good for
Hopefully,
Clements
yes.
soccer.
I'm excited.
It should be, absolutely. That is exciting. So, obviously, Leslie, you played?
I played, actually, alma mater. Clements, so.
Awesome.
What year did you graduate, Leslie?
I graduated in 2021.
21? Okay.
Y'all are babies.
I know, right? She's been out of school 4 years.
That's what they're saying, already coaching.
And already coaching.
That's cool.
Yeah, I coached all through college, so I've been with the team basically since I graduated.
Did you go to UAH?
I went to UAH. I just
Okay.
graduated this.
Oh,
past
congratulations.
spring. Thank you.
What's your degree in?
Marketing.
Marketing.
So you can get Clements soccer on the map through your marketing.
Yeah, I mean, I like try to get their socials on Facebook. We try to stay active, let
Yeah.
people know, especially because we got such a young, prominent team.
That's
we got
awesome.
to showcase our players.
Yeah. Awesome. So, do you have any idea? Do either one of y'all have any idea how the format's going to be when y'all get to All Stars? Like, is it a couple of games?
It's only
or
one.
matches? Excuse me.
It's one game.
One match.
Yes.
That's it. Wow.
Yeah, just one.
One and done.
Oh, yeah.
One and done.
Who are y'all
Yeah,
playing?
it's like an
or will
all-star
it just
game.
be all of the All-Stars and they divide you up?
It's like the North and South. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I asked one of the other athletes who was on prior, and they didn't know. But is it 1A through 7A?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's every,
Wow. So that's
So you made the All-Stars from
That's-
1A through 7A
so
in
that's,
the North.
that's more
impressive.
impressive, because you would think just from being bigger schools that 5A through And I'm sure they try to
that
get
probably was with the sophomore girls as well.
Exactly. So that's a big honor. So congratulations.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, oh, actually, they told me when I was in a banquet, and they just in front of everybody. I was like,
oh wow! So you had no idea.
Yeah, I actually forgot about it for a second. And I was like, and then they told me. I was like, oh
That's
yeah, I wonder
great.
who did.
That was a good surprise.
Yeah. Well,
Who submitted your name?
my coach, Coach Hicks.
Coach Hicks. Okay.
Yes, he did.
That is awesome. That it's it's a big. How many do you think they're going to carry? Do you know?
What was the? I don't know how many on the roster.
How many usually generally?
Yeah, I think it's close to 15 because 11 play on the field at a time.
At one time.
So they gotta have
That was my
subs
next
and
question.
You got to have a few subs, but you don't want to carry 25 and
Yeah.
somebody not play much. So yeah. That is awesome. That's going to be a good experience.
And you're not a keeper. You're a forward.
Oh yeah, I'm not a keeper.
That's right.
Yeah. No.
Well, that'd be good. I mean, I assume it's a big grass field. Do you have any idea?
It should be, yeah. It's down in Montgomery. It's a week-long thing, but I think their match is the 23rd of July.
Okay.
So it'll be that Wednesday.
It's going to be freaking hot.
It's going to be very hot.
Montgomery, July.
Dang.
Ugh.
Down there by the river.
You better keep
y'all,
running every morning.
Yeah. I got to be conditioned.
Be all skeeters and humid stuff.
So they got 16 on the roster here.
16 on the roster.
On the North Girls roster. And Coach Ron Oakley, he's one of the coaches.
Oh,
yeah. He's coaching the boys and girls.
Oh, wow.
Admin coach.
Well, that's awesome. Wow. Good for him. Are you, so what are you most excited about as far as next year?
I don't know, just how far we can get this. I don't know. I hope we get farther than we did this year.
Yeah.
To see how we grow.
Who in the county is, I mean, like that you, I won't say hate, but you want to beat more than any.
Madison Academy
Rivalry.
and Elmont.
Yeah,
one of those two.
Yeah.
Madison
Rivalry.
Academy is like the competition that we have.
Yeah.
Our area.
Well, that kind of
our area. Yeah.
And just think if they recruited, they'd be even better.
No, right? Like Decatur Heritage, if they recruit. Sorry.
Decatur Heritage even have a soccer team, do you know?
I don't.
Man, I'm going to tell Coach Legg to schedule. Y'all beat them about 20-0. We'll smoke them. I'll beat that game. I don't care where it's played.
Is that you don't like it?
Oh,
it's a running joke we've had for a long time. He goes to Lindsay Lane. And it's a
bunch of non-Christians running around trying to kick a soccer ball in the net. Probably cussing the whole time. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's a joke. It's not meant. Anybody from Decatur Heritage, it's a parody. It's a joke. It's not meant. WKAC is not liable. This is fun.
So you mentioned Madison Academy. When y'all played them, how'd the scoring go? Were the games
so the
relatively
first
close?
time we played them at their house, it was actually 3-0. So we were in the lead. We had it, and then all of a sudden it was 4-3.
Wow!
We just couldn't catch one more goal.
Wow. It was at their place?
Yes, that's the first time. And then
sounds fishy to me.
It does sound fishy.
Well, it's Madison Academy. So. Now, how long are y'all's halves?
40 minutes, 45?
45.
Yeah.
Okay.
And is it a running clock?
40. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They don't even have a clock on the field, do they? The referee keeps clock on.
Some fields.
Sometimes have it. Okay. But the referee can, he has the option of adding time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not like the buzzer goes off and the game's over.
Yeah.
Buzzer may go off and the ref goes, y'all keep playing.
So
we got 5 more minutes to play.
So we talked about how many goals he scored, which obviously was incredible. How many penalties did you get?
Not a lot.
You're not setting a record on penalties.
Not surprisingly, I didn't.
You got to learn how to.
You got to establish yourself early.
Yeah.
Early in the
I
game.
actually did do one flop.
Did you do one flop?
Yeah, I was surprised the ref even caught it.
They called it?
Yeah, they called it. It's a penalty. I think Erica scored it, or me. I don't know who.
Wow.
I don't know who. It was somebody.
Man, you're gonna have to practice that in the mirror or something. Get over here with your sister, and y'all just go out in the backyard and put up a video camera and work on that. Your acting skills gotta.
Or you could just watch LeBron.
No, I'm sorry to say, do not watch LeBron.
He needs some work himself. But, yeah. So what's your favorite part of the game?
I don't know, just scoring, I guess.
Yeah,
Playing, having
Just
fun.
making goals, kicking all those 41 goals of this year.
Wow. How many did you say overall? 100 and what?
140.
I think it's 140 something. It's got to be over. I mean, it's a lot. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Broke my record. Broke
your record.
Well, at actually kept it in the family.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but you imagine Thanksgiving 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah. You'll never bring that up, will you? You'll never bring that up. Isn't it something to have something good over your older sister?
Yeah, my dad always like, are you going to beat Leslie? And I beat her, so here we are.
Wow. Leslie be coming with a turkey leg beside you.
So you were the favorite daughter? Not any longer.
No, she still is. She still is.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
still is.
So now we're getting the truth.
Even though they deny it, but we know who it is.
I don't feel bad. I got two sisters, and the middle one is a princess, according to my mom. And I think on her phone it actually says, like my sister calls, it actually
Taylor?
when I call it says turd, but when my sister calls it says princess.
No, Leslie's always calling.
So I know where I stand.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But you can say, I taught her all she knows.
Yeah, she has. She has. I'm not going to deny it. She has.
Helping them out, I'm proud of them. COVID cut our year short, so.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So,
That's what you can say. If it hadn't have been
Yeah,
for
she
COVID,
always brings that up. It was COVID, and she didn't play for 1 year. She didn't play for 7th grade year. So she brings up 2 years that she couldn't play. And
There can be an
so you would still be chasing it.
That was the gift that you gave your sister.
No, yeah, it's been really, I've really enjoyed it, giving back to the Clements soccer program. I mean, we went from, I don't know if you guys know, but we went from being, one of the worst teams in the county in my
Y'all were
opinion,
obscure.
Yeah, so it was really bad. And now, I'm really proud of them. Just making it to playoffs has been something that I've been proud and,
Well, you should be, and you've obviously contributed a lot to that. You really have, and you should be proud. And we're proud of you because you're right. It was not a good.
This past season, we got county champions. We beat East, who has
But
won
that's
it for
huge.
has won it for years. She did amazing. Jessica, I think 20 seconds in, she scores a goal, puts up on top, and we just keep going from that. So yeah, Jessica, she's played a huge part on our scoring opportunities. We have a lot of players defending, but Jessica's our attacker. We can count on to get us a goal.
There we go. That's a question. Do you ever have teams that like double team you, try to rough you up a little bit to get you out of your game?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm not really good at that, but we've been working on it, so I've gotten better at when someone's pressuring and marking. But
does it affect you mentally? Do you get ill about it?
Yes. I'm not.
And that's their intention.
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah, and they're always on me, and I'm like, get away. Like, no.
That's where there can be an accidental trip here or there.
Yeah.
There's ways.
The tough is the swing around with swing around to go to the ball. The elbow in the
I had no idea you were standing there.
Kidneys.
Are you okay? While you're looking down at them, I've got to run, score, a goal. Bye. That's what.
Y'all were in the top 10.
Yeah.
All year long, and and for a lot last year too, right?
Yeah, we've been in the rankings. We've been up there. Once it gets to playoff season, it's a huge different turn, and we just haven't gotten over that bump. But hopefully this year, I have a strong, intuition that we're going to make it pretty far, hopefully,
That's awesome.
in trains.
It is very difficult for a public school such as Clements to compete against private schools.
It is.
And in sports like soccer.
Yeah.
No, soccer,
especially soccer.
Yeah, soccer's such a competitive team. There's so many great teams here across North Alabama, and not just, us. Tanner's done great, another local county school that's done great, and then all the big schools, obviously, in Huntsville. But.
Well, let me ask both of y'all this, because I could totally be dreaming this, but I thought there was some discussion, at least in some sports, about at least going up to the playoffs, maybe not in the playoffs, but having the private schools mostly compete against themselves versus because of that very reason. Some of those private schools are basically club soccer teams.
Yeah,
they
really
are.
They're all full of club people.
Right. So
they can't play on the same team, but they are all club soccer players.
So. That is a disadvantage to a public school.
Yeah.
Just eat.
The resources as
exactly.
well. Yeah.
And the resources, even greater. Would you like it? Do you want to be kept that way where you can beat them when you can beat them? Or do you,
competition is whatever.
Yeah.
You got to work hard.
And that's how you get better. Obviously, is playing up to, higher competition levels. So,
Well, have you been contacted by any at the next level yet?
I don't really look into that. Leslie's all about that.
You are her.
She's the one
Our manager.
that's what it sounds like.
Looks at everything. I don't know.
Well, you got the marketing degree, so you can throw all the videos out there. And you can send them to the schools or whatever. Do you have aspirations to do that next level?
I don't know. know.
You just don't. You just because just
not sure.
Just not sure.
I don't know.
Do you even want to go to college? Everybody doesn't have to go to college.
Okay, I don't personally like school. Like, not right now. Like, I don't even like to go to school. Like, I go because my parents, you know. but I don't know. We're looking at Calhoun.
Okay.
Calhoun doing something.
Yeah.
Basic.
I mean, you sound like me. I went to school to socialize and play ball. I didn't go for the academics.
And you played tennis, so you're like.
Well, that was a fluke. I played tennis at Calhoun. We didn't have a tennis team at East Limestones where I went, but I actually got an opportunity to get a scholarship, but and I stunk. But so you never know.
Hey, at least you tried.
That's right.
Hey,
They've got soccer at Calhoun now, so you know.
Yeah, they got a team this year.
Yeah,
they do. Ladies, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Coach
you.
Leslie and Jessica Gonzalez.
Yeah. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations, and best of luck next season with the Clements Colts.
Thank you.
Very much so. Very happy for y'all.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk anywhere you go by downloading the PAS Plus app for your Android or iPhone. We'll be back with more after this. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. If your place on the water needs some attention, call BP Riverworks. Boathouses, docks, seawalls, and repairs. Call Barron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks. Licensed and insured 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together. That's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is Gene Jelks. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen, and this is totally unfair. Coach Jonathan Snider is joining us, and that's not the unfair part. The unfair part is I have to be the one to talk, and the appetizers are here, and Todd is over there with a mouthful of chicken. Tim is over here, and they're getting to eat, and I'm scarfing them down in little pieces to keep from smacking.
There we go. Hey,
yeah,
Coach,
I'm not complaining. Hey, Coach Snider, welcome on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great.
How you guys doing?
Man, we're doing wonderful. These appetizers are really, really good. You should have come in this morning, man. You could have got some of them.
I would have gave him one.
Well,
you wouldn't have?
No.
I'm on the road back from I'm on the road back from Fort Morgan, so it's been sort of hard to get in. So.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. You down there
I didn't text until this morning. So,
you vacating down there at Fort Morgan?
Yeah, we're on our way back today, so we've been down there since last Saturday.
Good.
Oh, nice.
Good little time to get away.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Glad y'all had a good time. Get a little break and respite and chill out.
Cool. Well,
that's right.
What's going on? Something about a football camp at Ardmore High School? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, sir. We're hosting a youth camp this year, July the 21st and 22nd, 6 to 7:30 p.m. Anybody going into grades 1st through 6th grade, more than welcome. We are just going to, I've been meaning to do this ever since I got to Ardmore, and just sort of hadn't done a good job of getting it planned and getting it out there. So here we are. We've got it planned. It's out there, and got a large number that's already signed up. So deadline ends for registration on July the 8th. So come on out and join us.
Okay. Where can everybody register?
There's a flyer floating around on Facebook.
Okay.
If you go to the Ardmore football Facebook page, there's some information around. If you go through some posts, I try to post it about once a week. Keep sending out there. People can register, and then they can pay the day of. Okay. But we just need to get some information for them.
Did you say the deadline was July the 8th?
July the 8th, yeah, because we're offering a T-shirt with registration.
Aha!
And so I've got to give my T-shirt guy time to get orders in and get them there by the time the camp is over with.
Okay.
So,
well, good deal. What's the cost?
$40.
Oh, that's cheap.
$40.
Dude.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Man, no. Especially getting a T-shirt thrown in there. So you got kids obviously from 1st to 6th. Mostly fundamentals. Like, how do you break it down?
Yeah, we'll do fundamentals. We'll talk a little bit about what it means to be a Ardmore football player. We won't take a long time on that because, kids care, but, they want to go out and they want to be around our players and be around our, coaches and things. So, but, yeah, just fundamentals, have a little fun, just, start building that, connection with our young kids. I plan on being there for a long time. So, they start hearing me and how we coach, and hopefully it'll resonate for them.
Great. Is this just for Ardmore kids?
No, anybody can come.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not keeping it exclusive to Ardmore kids. Anybody who wants to come, they're crazy enough to come hear us and our coaches, talk through some fundamentals and come on.
Okay.
They're going to learn a lot regardless where they come.
I thought that's what you meant, and then when you said what it means to be an Ardmore Tiger, I thought, well, maybe it's just exclusive for that.
No.
We, originally I wanted to get you on before your spring game here, I don't know, a couple of 3 weeks ago, and wasn't able to. How did that go?
I thought it went really well. I felt like, we still got a lot of questions, for sure, but I think we're in a better place to answer those questions, whether it be personnel, some schematics, playing an opponent like, West Morgan, Coach Phillips, and ultimate respect for him. We're good friends, and I know playing them that they may have graduated a few guys, but there's not a whole lot of drop off. And I really wanted to see how our guys responded to a little success last year. We've got a good bit coming back on offense and a few guys on defense, but I really wanted to see how we could respond. It was a slugfest. There was a coach that was there, Coach Gross was there, and he texted Coach Phillips and I and said, it definitely didn't look like a spring game.
Oh, wow.
Our kids were getting after it. We played a half with our varsity kids, and then second half started to, sprinkle our young kids in. But it was a 21-21 tie at halftime.
Wow.
And so, it was wasn't a whole lot of defense play, but I think both teams got out of it what they needed to get out of it coming into, the summer months.
That's great. Sounds like you liked what you saw anyway.
Sounds like what? I'm sorry.
It sounds like you liked what you saw on the field.
I did. I was, to be honest with you, I really didn't know how our kids would be, especially the ones that were stepping in to fill some roles that were voided from graduation and stuff. And I thought our kid competed. I thought we didn't back down. I thought we made big plays and we needed to make big plays. A lot of things to work on, don't get me wrong, but I feel like that we took steps forward. We wasn't just spinning our wheels playing a game just to say we played a game. I felt like we got some positives out of it, and we got definitely a lot of areas that we can now work through the summer months to get better at.
That's great. So I imagine weight rooms open up all summer, and y'all got planned activities?
Yes, sir. We start Tuesday. We go 3 days a week through the whole summer.
Nice.
A couple of OTAs planned through the summer, with other teams to, get a little competition so the kids get a little bit different from other people. But it's a full summer. I want kids to be kids, but, there's also some work to do, while we're in town and ready to get it opened up on Tuesday morning.
Because it will be here before you know it.
Sure will.
You're right. You're right. It will be. It's right around the corner.
When you talk about kids stepping in, to places, slots left open by graduation, how many did you lose, and how many seniors will you have?
Well, we lost 12 seniors.
Okay.
Most of them started on defense. We had 7 seniors that started on defense that we got to replace. We're only replacing 2 starters on offense, so we got a lot of our offensive guys back. A lot of those guys on offense are multiple year starters too. So we, when I say multiple, 3, I've got one that's about to be a 4-year starter. So, we've got some good experience. We'll have a class of about 14 to 15 this time of seniors.
Wow.
So we're looking for a lot of those guys. Some of them have played a lot of ball, and some of them are going to step in and play, as a senior to provide some open, to fill those void areas that seniors left, this past year. So looking forward to the challenges and, everything that it brings along. I think our kids are up to the task, and, we'll see what happens, see who grows up during the summer.
No doubt. Were you satisfied with the numbers that you had that came out for trial?
Yeah, we had 76
Wow.
9 through 12th graders.
Nice.
Or rising 9 through 12th graders. And every one of them made it through spring practice. So
good for them.
Good for you.
I'm quite sure, knowing you, that your spring practices aren't cupcake, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's a good thing. We've got 73 lockers in our locker room, and so 6 kids are having shared lockers right now. But it's a good problem to have. You can do a lot of things when you got a lot of people out there.
Yep.
So I don't know. Looking forward to this summer and seeing these kids grow and continue to challenge kids for roles on our football team. Nothing is set in stone. So
no, everybody's fighting for the same spot.
They are.
Getting that weight room.
That's right.
Show everybody that you're working hard, and when practice starts, earn that spot.
Yep, that's right. That's what we're looking for.
Coach, have you given the location where people can go to sign up? Or
the Facebook.
Did it Facebook? Okay, I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll try to push something out today since you guys have me on. Push something out today so they can go to the Ardmore football Facebook page, and there's information about it there that they can find.
Okay, you got one of those little QR codes on there too, I believe. Right.
There's a QR code, and then there's also a tiny URL or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
On there where people can, save that and click on it as well. So we try to give people as many ways that they possibly can to sign up that they could. So
it's crazy how things have changed. That wasn't something you had to worry about 10, 15 years ago for sure.
That's right.
Wasn't there.
Showed up, brought a check. Right now we're talking about Venmo and PayPal and
it's crazy.
QR codes and everything else. So.
Also seeing you guys have a golf tournament coming up right around the corner.
Yeah, we have a golf tournament coming up next Saturday at Southern Gales. We actually filled it up pretty quick, 27 teams. Nice. So hopefully it'll be a pretty day for everybody.
Is it like a
108 golfers? It's 4-man scramble. Okay. We've got great sponsorship. Southern Gales is a great host for us. Greg Kamar over there, he's very, very helpful in everything, and got that place rocking and rolling. And so we're looking forward to a great turnout next week.
That will be good. That'll be good. Always helps when you get those sponsors to pay for all that stuff, too.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
Well, what are you looking forward to most for the upcoming season? Did your area change much as far as teams?
No, it's still the same. Okay. It'll be this fall where they'll start counting for reclass for next year for the 26th season. We feel like that if we do what we're supposed to do, we should be in the hunt.
Okay.
Definitely for a playoff spot, if not something a little bit more than that.
Great.
But it's not gonna happen because we talk about it, or not gonna happen just because of showing up and having some returning guys. I feel like we've got as many returning starters as just about anybody in our region. The thing about Ardmore is, how do we handle success? Do we rely on last year's success to make us successful this time, or do we try to get better? and that's the question that our kids have got to answer. Last year's record's not going to help us this year at all.
No.
So we got to hit the reset button and figure out how we can get better and continue to progress in a way that we want to.
You mentioned reclassification.
Yeah.
Are you guys close either way to changing, or?
No, we're not. We're in the bottom third of 5A. We're not moving, either way. We'll be 5A for as long as there's a 5A, I'm sure, unless something crazy happens, but no, we're not close.
Okay. That's good.
Yep.
No doubt. Well, we know with you how hard you work and your staff, and with what you got coming back.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get ready to roll.
It's going to be an exciting year, no doubt, for Tiger football.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. We got a great staff coming in. Had some guys move on to better roles or a little bit deeper role at other places, and replace them with some really, really good people. So looking forward to getting started with them this summer and getting to know our kids and getting after it and whatever they can bring to the table, making us better. It's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing posts about new assistants coming in.
Yep. Yeah, we've got a few coming in, so very excited about who we've been able to hire, and looking forward to those guys being all on the field together. We're going to get to start summer practice with an entire staff that's already been hired and approved by the board, and not having to wait on a hire or not having to team up positions because we don't have a coach yet. Like everybody is. It's going to be really nice. Very fortunate, too, for that to happen. So,
well, that's good. Well, Coach, best of luck. Enjoy your vacation, drive home, and be safe of all things.
Man. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Looking forward to talking with you guys.
Yes, sir. Same here, buddy.
Bye-bye.
See you, Coach. Wow. Live on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. We've got just a few minutes left of the season. Todd,
not much.
Coach Tim, producer extraordinaire. We need to take a break, or we're going to stay here to the end.
Well, I got a break that I can do, or that I don't have to do.
Well, you tell me.
Whatever
you are the boss.
You're the boss.
I'm going to let whatever. Y'all got something you want to put out?
Highlight from the year, Todd. What do you think?
Well, I was just going to say, Tim, thanks for a great year.
Once again,
you do a wonderful job bringing in all these different guests and lining up the coaches and the athletes, and so Tom and Jay and I appreciate you. We really do.
Absolutely. Thanks.
And this county's blessed to have you in that spot. To whether it's me, Tom, and Jay sitting here, or
you got
whoever,
that right, man.
You're doing it's a public service. It really.
Well, I can't do this show by myself.
Obviously,
unless
without
it's
me,
the best,
unless
it's the best of show.
Without me, you can't even.
And even then, I got to. Yeah. Y'all appear, in the best of shows too. So,
but still, it's you do a wonderful job. So.
I appreciate Coach Legg coming in.
I do too.
Because he's when he's with Lily and Lucy sometimes, but then he comes in, he offers a unique perspective.
I was just
Jay offers his perspective, and I know each one of us has a different addition. And
you're in the big chair for a reason. You really are, Tom. You do
run
a great
my
job.
mouth all the time.
No, you're just really good. Like I don't like sitting in that chair. But, when I have to, but you do a good job. But Clint brings that a different perspective in. It's unique. He knows everybody, and he knows. He coached for so long, and he's just got, and then then his daughter's involved still in sports, so he's
brings
around
in that Athens nostalgia.
Yeah, he does. Exactly. He brings in a lot to this show, and I wish we could have him on more. He's part of this family, without a doubt. So, Coach Legg, if you're listening, we appreciate you.
And the Hall of Fame banquet is June the 12th. No, June the 6th. June the 14th is the Hall of Fame banquet. June 12th is the golf tournament.
And, I haven't spoken to anybody about it, but I'm sure tickets are still available, but there's probably far and few between left, I would guess.
Yeah, I would think.
So if you're considering going, wanting to see, a particular person or, inducted or whoever, y'all need to go ahead and jump on that. Just go to their Limestone County Hall of Fame sports page on Facebook, and I'm sure you can get the information about the banquet there.
Yeah.
Yeah. because it's always a big deal. They do a great job.
Yes.
Great job. Very well ran.
Yeah, just remember they're depending on you folks to nominate.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
Yeah, and don't make the mistake that I and others have made. You always think, whether somebody you played with in school or that you played against, whatever, they got to be nominated. Right? That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And then when we're talking to some of the guys on the board, thought, yeah, you know what? No.
Nobody's nominated them yet.
Because everybody else is thinking,
right,
somebody nominated them. Go ahead. It doesn't matter if we all nominate the same person.
Yeah.
Just nominate them. If you feel like they deserve it,
yeah,
go to their webpage and get an application. It's easy to fill out and turn it in. And
absolutely.
They've got a tough job picking through all those folks.
Yes, they do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the moment. It has been great. Thank you so much. A shout out to Greg Miller, Beanie Hargrove, our normal, always loyal listeners, and all of you who we don't get text messages from that listen to us every week. Thank you so much. On behalf of Todd the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, Tojo J. Vassar, who's not here, Clint Legg, who is not here. My name is Tom McClung. We're going to go home for a couple of months, and we'll be right back in August.
Yep.
Back here in August sometime. Keep an eye on the Facebook page at Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and then we'll see you then. We ain't got to go home. We got to get ourselves up out of here. We'll be seeing you soon.
You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill on Highway 72 East in Athens, just off I-65. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.